what happens if someone's in a scenario where they do not have any wine? Halacha explains, במקום שאין יין מצוי, יש לקדש בליל שבת על הפת, שבת שחרית יקדש על השחר. In a place that there's absolutely no wine, no access to wine or grape juice, Halacha explains that at night, Friday night, you make Kiddush on the bread as well. And during Shabbat day, you'll make your Kiddush on any type of alcoholic beverage, arak or beer or anything else that has alcohol in it. And Rabbi Ovadia explains that this is in a scenario where you have no access to wine in almost the entire city. But if you can walk a few minutes and borrow some wine or get some grape juice, then this doesn't really work necessarily. So we asked Rabbi Chaim this, and he sort of explained the same, where in the whole city, you have to walk till the south side of Great Neck, half an hour, 40 minutes to get it on Friday night. Maybe not as applicable, but if you have a neighbor that has, you should go and ask them for a cup of wine on Friday night or also Shabbat morning. Let's say you don't have a wine or grape juice. The Ovadia explains that you could make your Kiddush on apat v'kisanin, on different types of mizanot that if you eat enough will become into hamotzi. You have 4 betzim in volume, 4 betzim in volume, let's say 216 cubic centimeters, you can do it. And what about if you don't like wine, or wine hurts you, or someone physically cannot drink wine? The halacha explains that belayla yikadesh al apat b'boker al shechar. He would be allowed to do it lechatchila because he can't drink wine ever. He can on Friday night make kiddush on the bread, and on Shabbat day make the kiddush on other alcoholic beverages. So now the question is, what type of alcoholic beverage are we talking about whenever we say there's no wine available? So there's a big machloket poskim. The Aruch HaShulchan wants to argue that it doesn't necessarily need to have any alcohol content. It could even be milk or tea or coffee, anything that the people drink that is anything with respect. You would be allowed to do kiddush on it. Rav Ovadia al-Achatchila is a little more machmir. He says you have to make sure that the content you're making kiddush on has alcohol in it. So either it's arak or it's beer or anything else that has alcoholic beverages. That's something that's more respect, more kavod, and you can do for you to make kiddush on it. Now they bring here in the name of Rav Ovadia that bediavad, if you're stuck without any wine or any alcoholic beverage, you could use tea or coffee. It's far-fetched. He doesn't write in Chazon Vadi, he writes it in Abia Omer, but nevertheless, if someone's stuck, really, really stuck, and they have no other option, milk, coffee, tea, Rabbi Chaim also says you can rely on the Aruch HaShulchan in a really far-fetched scenario, but you shouldn't do it ideally. If there's wine available, you should take wine. If there's no wine available, try to do it on an alcoholic beverage. And last, Hamkadesh ala mashkech harif, sheikh lekadesh al kotza machazik revi'it. So now if you're doing kiddush in a scenario where you don't have wine, on an alcoholic beverage, you can't just take a shot glass and say kiddush on that, because you drink shots of liquor. It has to be a 3-ounce cup, let's say, of something that holds your revi'it, and you have to drink with all the like all the halachot of kiddush. Just because you're drinking more higher alcoholic content doesn't now mean that you don't have to drink the minimum requirement of a revi'it. So in a scenario where you're doing this, you have to make sure your cup holds a revi'it, and you drink a kimol ugmav in one shot. Have a wonderful day.